Good morning. This is the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. My name's Dave Burney.
I'm Brent Apperson. Good morning. I feel free. I just have a sense of freedom.
Why?
This morning. Well, I went to charge my cell phone last night, and I thought it was charging. I woke up this morning, realized it wasn't charging, and it's just dead.
Uh-oh.
So I'm without my cell phone this morning, and I got to tell you, Dave, it's a freeing experience. I just feel free.
Good for you. Now that you feel free,
yes,
I'm going to have to ask you a question. This is going to seem kind of strange, but maybe
Okay.
since you're feeling free, you won't feel inhibited to do this.
Okay.
But I'd like you to stick out your tongue. I want to see the color of your tongue.
What?
Yeah. It's a scientific
Well,
experiment.
I've been I used to kind of get scolded back in the day when I would spit out my tongue.
Well, I think it'll be okay with
Mom
Peggy.
didn't like that.
I think Peggy will be all right with it because I asked you to do it.
You're serious?
Yeah, just stick it out for you. I don't mean at me, but just kind of flat part. Well, okay, thank you. Let me look here. Okay,
What
looks
is
like
it?
you're
Is this
going
some
to be
kind
okay.
of test or what?
Yeah.
Oh.
New AI program claims it can diagnose your health problems with a picture of your tongue. So,
Really?
take a picture of your tongue, and then AI will tell you, things like how long you're going to live. You're going to have your tonsils out.
So will that be like an app on your phone?
I don't know.
You take a picture and then you load up the app. You take a picture and then it's going to tell you what I guess how healthy you are.
Yeah. Probably you'll have to go through the credit card first.
Oh, you think?
If you have an app for it. I'm just guessing if you have your tongue photographed and sent to the AI program, that then you'll probably have to use your American Express before you get your results. I don't know. It's kind of new. It's kind of amazing, actually, if this is true, but it's so hard to tell these days.
Yeah.
But researchers in Australia say, and also Iraq,
Okay.
that makes you a little bit, wondering about it. But they've created an artificial intelligence program that can diagnose your health problems just by the color of your tongue. 60 people used a webcam to take a picture of their tongues, and the AI program diagnosed their illnesses with 98% accuracy.
Wow.
Researchers hope to be able to create an app that can diagnose diabetes, stroke, COVID, asthma, and other problems just by taking a picture of your tongue.
Wow. That's interesting.
So not only are you free, because you don't have a phone, if you want to know about your health, probably not for free, but conveniently, down the road, if this is developed and proven that it works, you'll just be able to send a pic in of your tongue, and the AI brain will tell you, you probably need to have your feet looked at. I don't know.
Wow. You think insurance would cover the cost of the app?
That's a very good question. I don't know. We have to ask some of our insurance people around the area if this is something they think will affect the insurance biz. Crazy, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
We do, ladies and gentlemen, have the school lunch menus today.
Wow, really?
We missed yesterday in a few cases. There's still some schools that are not having classes either yesterday or today. Some of them starting next week, some of them later. So here's what we have for today. Arcadia School on this Friday, August 16th, featuring popcorn chicken.
And Semmelmyrna today shows a burger with cheese, and it says local beef.
All right.
I like the
Way
sound
to
of
go.
that. That'll be delicious. Hot dog and fresh-baked zesty combo sub. Your choices on the menu today at Ann Semmelmyrna.
Sumner, Edaville, Miller, Italian Dunkers today.
Loop City today. Spice up your chicken sandwich or a barbecue rib sandwich on the menu today at Loop City.
Sargent Public Schools featuring chicken nuggets, corn, fruit, salad, dinner roll, and milk.
Litchfield today serving hot dogs.
kind of like brats, only smaller. Which makes me wonder about brats at your place. Oh, that's going to be so much fun.
Here we go.
August 24, Arnold Public Schools. Today's the 16th. Today they're having biscuits and gravy and sandwiches.
Callaway today, tacos on the lunch menu today at Callaway.
Ansley Schools, goulash and garlic bread.
Gothenburg showing a hot dog, honey glazed chicken on a biscuit, made fresh cheesy pizza, fresh baked ham and cheese sub, nacho snackable. The items on the menu today at Gothenburg.
Today is one of the biggest anniversary dates in music history. It's kind of weird how this date lines up with lots of different things. August 16th, the anniversary of the death of the king of rock and roll, Elvis Presley, passed away in 1977. It's also the 6th anniversary of the Queen of Soul, Aretha Franklin. She passed away in 2018. The Queen of Pop, Madonna, celebrates her 66th birthday today. And finally, the king of the Delta blues singers, Robert Johnson, died on August 16th, 1938. So all those dates line up with music greats.
Yeah.
I'll leave it up to you on Madonna, whether that's a music great or not. But she's certainly a very big pop star.
Yes, a big part of pop culture back in the 80s for sure.
In Robert Johnson, they're still wondering, it's one of those old stories. Is he really buried where his tombstone is?
Oh.
Yeah, by a little church down in Mississippi. And we stood there and looked at it, and then there was another story that maybe he wasn't buried there.
Huh.
Here's a little more. It's kind of like the crossroads. What are the crossroads down south? It's if you see it, it's not really, haunting to see it. But, there's always a little folklore around old-time musicians, maybe not so much the newer ones.
Mm-hmm.
Buddy Holly. Jack was asking me about Buddy Holly. Was it true that they flipped a coin, that him and Waylon flipped a coin to see who was going to get to take the plane?
Yeah.
I think that's true. But, as time passes, how do you know? National Airborne Day. This is interesting. 1940, today is the National Airborne Day, making the first official Army parachute jump at Fort Benning, Georgia, 84 years ago today. Not long after, during World War II, that same crew would become the first group of soldiers to ever parachute behind enemy lines.
Wow.
Piece of history there for you.
Yeah.
Birthdays? You interested in birthdays?
Yeah. Who's celebrating today? You told me Madonna is celebrating today.
Yeah, she's celebrating her birthday today, and she's 66. She's sold over 300 million albums and is still touring, by the way.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
The only thing about her shows is you might expect to wait. She always starts way, way late from what the start time is.
I see.
And you might help me with some of the pronunciations here. You're more familiar with some of these people, I think. James Cameron.
Oh, James Cameron, the director, yeah. Titanic and The Terminator.
Avatar.
Yeah.
Yep. So he's 70 today.
Okay.
Dan Smyers is 37. Dan is the part of the popular country group Dan and Shay.
Oh.
Multi-instrumentalist and very talented guy. And he's only 37. He's just a little pup.
Just a youngster.
Yeah. James of James and the Cool Gang. James Taylor, but it's a different James Taylor than you first might think.
Okay.
I call him JT most of the time, I think. He's 71 and was the lead singer for the R&B funk band Kool and the Gang.
Oh, right. You think at his birthday party they'll play Celebration? Surely they will.
Oh, you would think so, yes. Tomorrow, just real quick, Robert De Niro is 81 tomorrow.
Wow.
Yeah. Sean Penn, who played the Jeff Spicoli part in Fast Times at Ridgemont High, stoned immaculate. He's 64 today.
Really?
Yeah.
I'll be honest, I don't know if I would have guessed quite that old for either Sean Penn or De Niro. I didn't know De Niro was already in his 80s. I would have guessed 78, 79, I think.
Yeah, he's 81
Wow.
on Saturday. If you're celebrating a birthday today or tomorrow, happy birthday to you. We're going to be getting a hold of Jeremiah in just a moment because we're going to talk about Mid-Nebraska Rifle and Pistol Club's gun show, which takes place this weekend.
Yeah.
And Jeremiah is not able to come into the studio, so we're going to give him a call.
Sounds good.
We'll do that after we play the game.
All right, here we go. Our topic lately has been late President Richard Nixon. And here's your final question. Name the scandal that brought around Nixon's resignation. Name the scandal that brought around Nixon's resignation. Was it protests against the Vietnam War, the killings at Kent State, the bombing of Cambodia, or Watergate? Name the scandal that brought around Nixon's resignation. Your choices are protests against the Vietnam War, killings at Kent State, bombing at Cambodia, or Watergate. If you know the answer, call us at 872-2801.
I love the morning show.
Wake up with us. We sound way better than this. KCNI KBBN Radio.
The Fox Theater invites you to Broken Bow or Cozad for a night at the movies. To keep up with what's showing and what's around the corner, go to watchthefox.com. Fridays are new movie day, and don't forget that the Fox Theater is open daily. Have an event, celebration, or meeting you need a site for? Ask them about theater rental, with or without concessions, and a movie. Gift cards to the Fox are perfect gifts any time of the year. The Fox Theater in Broken Bow and Cozad. Visit watchthefox.com. That's watchthefox.com.
A great wheat harvest is in the bag when you choose certified seed wheat from AeroSeed. Planting certified seed from AeroSeed ensures high-quality weed-free seed with known germination, known test weight, and known seed count. This, along with AeroSeed's careful conditioning that keeps your drill running smoothly, you're on the way to producing high-profit yields. Call your local AeroSeed dealer or visit aeroseed.com to find the certified seed wheat varieties best for you.
We have Bill on the line. Good morning, Bill. How are you?
Doing good. How are you?
Oh, we're doing great. We're doing great. We're doing so good today, Bill. We're going to, if you want to, and you answer this question correctly, get 2 raffle tickets for that tour on a bus down to watch the Huskers game. Would you like those?
Sure, that'd be great.
All right. And then also Brent has some food prize for you as well. So here's your question with Brent Ambers.
All right, Bill, name the scandal that brought around President Nixon's resignation. Was it protests against the Vietnam War, killings at Kent State, bombing of Cambodia, or Watergate?
Well, 50 years later, it's still the same kind of deal. Watergate.
Yes, you got it, Bill. Of course, that is the answer. And so let's see. Yeah, we got a nice little prize pack here for you. Going to give you a certificate that'll get you a free personal pan pizza, 1 topping from Pizza Hut. You can pick that up here at our studios. And then tell you what, we'll have maybe Dave put you on hold here. I'll get some information from you, and we'll get this form filled out to get you into the raffle for the Big Red Football Blowout through the Rotary of Nebraska, and give you a chance to win maybe a couple of tickets to see Northern Iowa against Nebraska on September 14th. How's that sound?
Sounds good. Thank you.
All right.
All right, Bill, hold on, and we'll get that information from you during this song. You're listening to the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show.
You're listening to the Breakfast Show on KCNI KBBN Radio.
Heart of Gold, Neil Young on the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. We have Jeremiah Luby with us, who is going to visit with us about the gun show coming up this weekend through the Mid-Nebraska Rifle and Pistol Club. Good morning, sir.
Good morning, David. How are you?
We're doing well. Looking forward to the weekend, and I know you are too. This is probably one of your favorite weekends of the year.
Well, absolutely it is. And I just want to know if Brent has got his tickets yet, so he can exercise those freedoms he's feeling right now.
Amen. Yes. I do. I am feeling free today. So, yes, I need to get my tickets. Come see you guys.
I heard that. I was listening, and I thought you were going to just start talking about the gun show right away when you mentioned that.
Yeah, I about did.
I wasn't sure when we first connected up what exactly tickets you were talking about, because I didn't put together the free part. So I'm glad you guys explained the situation.
You bet. You got your tickets to the gun show yet? Now, they're not on sale yet, but don't worry. The price is still the same tomorrow. It's $5 to get in for those 12 and over, or over 12 years old. $5. Kids 12 and under are free at the One Box Convention Center for our annual gun show. You got it.
Yeah, and it sounds like, as usual, over, 80 tables?
We are full again this year. 80 tables. We're actually, last year, unfortunately, right before the show, we had one of our biggest dealers lost his license with some, I think, minor paperwork discrepancies, but the ATF lifted his ticket. So we were a little shy last year at a late substitution, but this year we are completely full with not one, not 2, 3, 4, or 5, but 6 brand new dealers.
Oh, boy.
So there's some new options that are coming to Broken Bow this weekend.
Well, that's good. It's always good to have, people come because they like certain vendors, and then it's also fun to have new ones as well. It's also worth noting here, kind of going along with what you said about the business that had a little paperwork problem last year. All local, state, and federal firearm laws will be enforced. That's a given, right?
Absolutely. That's right. We don't want to run afoul of the feds or the local authorities.
Right.
But we are following all laws as usual, and even maybe beyond that, we've got a dealer that is going to be coming, and he'll be selling suppressors at the show,
mm-hmm.
and he'll follow the ATF's rules for applying for that tax stamp for a suppressor. It sounds like they've got a kiosk. Hopefully they can bring that, and you get your fingerprints taken and your photograph taken to apply to legally own a suppressor. So we're excited about that.
Yeah, another addition, and that's a pretty slick way of doing that. And then there's usually somewhat of a waiting period, but at least getting all the information in should work pretty slick. So that's good.
Absolutely. It sounds like the wait times are down to as short as a week.
Oh, wow. Okay.
To get approved to take home that suppressor, and hunting seasons are coming up, and folks certainly would like to use that suppressor for coyotes and even whitetail or mule deer.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, easier on the ears as well. So that's going to be available. That's an addition. Also, concession stand provided by the Four Valleys 4-H Club, which is a great deal. They can make a little money the next couple of days.
Absolutely. Yeah, we went a couple years without a concession stand, and we really heard the complaints, and we listened to those, and we did what we could to get a local club, a social club, the 4-H group. They're going to come in, and the kids will make some money for a trip, and our dealers and patrons will be able to pick up a hot dog or nachos. I'm not sure exactly what they're bringing, but I know it's going to be great.
Yeah, they're practiced up from the fair, so I think they'll have everything they need. Now we should let folks know that we're talking about this Saturday and Sunday, the 17th and the 18th, out at the One Box Convention Center. And what are the times? Do you know?
Yes, sir. We shortened the time on Friday by an hour. So we're opening our doors at 9 o'clock in the morning. If you're there early, I'm sure Traven or my wife will sell you a ticket and let you in the door. 8:50. Don't come at 7.
Okay.
but 9 to 5 on Saturday and 9 to 3 on Sunday. Those are the hours at the beautiful and quite convenient One Box Convention Center. It's really one of the best venues, we think, for a gun show. Only problem is it might be a touch small.
Wow, that's amazing, because that's pretty good sized space. One of the things I think that people enjoy about the One Box Center, and I think you'll agree, is that the floor is carpeted, the acoustics are really good, so you can have a lot of things going on in there, a lot of people talking back and forth, and you don't have difficulty hearing as you do in some of the, the hard floor auditoriums where you get this bounce, and pretty soon it's just like one big rumble. The One Box is very nice for sound, which is important when you're having these conversations, talking back and forth.
Well, absolutely. That's one of the benefits of going to a gun show. Even if you don't find exactly what you're looking for, just the opportunity to learn and get an education about old firearms, the latest releases. It works out really well, and you're right, the One Box is a perfect venue. The carpet, you read my mind, because you're walking around for a couple hours looking at firearms and you're on a hard floor. That, for a guy that sits on his butt all day, that's really appreciated. And the sound, you can have great conversations, and it's just a lot of fun and quite comfortable at the One Box.
It is. It really is. Now, you mentioned hunting season's coming up. They are coming up quick. I think dove season is getting underway very soon, and they usually have an early teal and duck season that starts pretty early in the fall, and won't be long, and deer and pheasants, the whole line of opportunities out there. Is there a lot of opportunities to look at hunting type firearms, shotguns and so forth?
Oh, absolutely. I would, I don't have a percentage, but I would estimate maybe 50% of the guns that you'll see out there would be your rifles, shotguns that would be used for huntings. Obviously, there's a big concealed carry contingent, handgun contingent in the area, and those handguns will be represented as well. But you'll have lots of choices for ammunition, scopes, spotting scopes, and of course your deer rifles, dove shotguns, ammunition, shot shells. Everything you need should be at the gun show tomorrow.
All right. And maybe you can answer this question. It seems like off and on there's ammunition shortages for particular types of firearms. Is this maybe a good place to maybe stock up a little bit on some things that are hard to find maybe later on?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. I mean, you're going to have your choice of 50 caliber rounds, all the way down to 22s. You should be able to find it, including gunpowder, reloading supplies. Those have been out of the show quite a bit in the past. So, there should be something for everyone.
Okay. Now, just recently we were just talking about the fair. I know a lot of people enjoy the fact that they have the shooting sports out at the fair every year, and they shoot a couple of days, long days, I think, with air pistols and small caliber. Is there some of that there as well?
I'm not certain if there'll be any air pistols there. Hopefully, that's gaining more popularity all the time. But absolutely, there'll be a lot of 22s, 22 ammunition, several different flavors and varieties, I'm sure. It's not just for the old man that's looking for a handgun or a deer rifle, but kids are allowed in, and let them pick out a new 22 rimfire rifle or pistol and put a smile on their faces we really enjoy when those kids leave. They are so happy when they've got a new tool to use.
You bet. First, maybe that first shotgun, a 410 or something to get them started, that sort of thing, certainly will, I'm sure, be available. It's going to be a couple of big days, 9 to 5 Saturday, 9 to 3 Sunday. And as you say, you don't get there too early. You can probably get in a little before that. So
$5 to get in. And I should mention, Dave, before we go, we do have a raffle gun again this year.
Okay.
You mentioned, I think, the money a little bit ago. We're selling tickets, 2 tickets for $5 for an AR-15, 5.56, 223 Remington caliber. It's a Delton Echo. So we heard, folks, everyone's got too many 22 rimfire rifles. We decided to step up this year and get a black gun. Go ahead and stock up on one of those, and maybe we'll draw your name, and you'll walk away with a new carbine for $5.
All right. Now, before we go, we got about a minute left, Jeremiah. Talk a little bit about the Mid-Nebraska Rifle and Pistol Club. Kind of just give us an umbrella view of what that organization is.
You bet. We're a local shooting enthusiast club. We are still looking for a gun range, so if any rancher out there has some ground, give us a call. Stop in tomorrow. We can work something out. But we're a local group, and if you're a member, you can get there's certain benefits for that with buying guns from the Civilian Marksmanship Program. But we're a local group, and we meet the second Tuesday of every month, have a little meeting, and just a bunch of guys and a few ladies that enjoy shooting and hunting. So,
all right. Well, thanks for taking time to visit with us this morning. Weather's going to be good. People should be out and about. Enjoy the show, Jeremiah.
Thank you. Thanks for the time, guys. I appreciate it. And Brent, we want to see you there.
All right. Sounds good.
All right.
Take care. All right, when you're free,
there you go.
I guess. News is next on the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show.
You are listening to the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. Go, go, go! On KCNI, KBBN, Broken Bow, Nebraska.
CBS News Brief. Kamala Harris heads to Raleigh today to deliver her first speech on the economy since she replaced President Biden on the Democratic ticket. CBS's Jared Hill says she'll talk about
the economic plan, including the first ever federal ban on price gouging, tax incentives for renters, and new housing construction.
Former President Donald Trump warns if Harris wins, Americans' finances will never recover. A Category 2 Hurricane Ernesto is expected to make landfall on Bermuda tomorrow. Odyssey meteorologist Craig Allen.
For residents of Bermuda, or if you had vacation plans for Bermuda, expect tropical storm conditions to be developing today and hurricane conditions for tonight and right on into Saturday.
New rules go into effect tomorrow that'll shake up the real estate market by allowing negotiations over the broker's cut. CBS's Jolene Kent.
Home buyers, sellers, and real estate agents will all feel the impacts. There's going to be a big shift in agent commissions.
CBS News Brief. I'm Deborah Rodriguez.
I juggle a lot. And managing constipation with belly pain from my irritable bowel syndrome with constipation, or IBS-C, with laxatives and fiber isn't enough. My doctor recommended a way to get ahead of it. Then I said yes to Linzess. Linzess linaclotide is a prescription medicine that treats IBS-C in adults. It's not a laxative. It's a once-daily pill that helps you get ahead of your symptoms. It's proven to help you have more frequent and complete bowel movements and helps relieve overall abdominal symptoms, belly pain, discomfort, and bloating. These symptoms were studied in combination, not individually. Do not give Linzess to children less than 2. It may harm them. Do not take Linzess if you have a bowel blockage. Get immediate help if you develop unusual or severe stomach pain, especially with bloody or black stools. The most common side effect is diarrhea, sometimes severe. If it's severe, stop taking Linzess and call your doctor right away. Other side effects include gas, stomach area pain, and swelling. Talk to your doctor and learn more at linzess.com or call 1-800-LINZESS.
Here's a look at Nebraska news. In a story released by KOLN, a Tilden man is dead after a single car crash near Bloomfield on Sunday. The Knox County Sheriff's Office received a report of an accident at the intersection of 546 Avenue and Highway 84 east of Bloomfield. According to the sheriff's office, Caden Rykowski was driving west down Highway 84 when he went off into the north ditch. His car came into contact with the 546 embankment, rolled onto the gravel before he was ejected from the vehicle. Rykowski was taken to the Yankton Hospital and was then flown by helicopter to Sioux Falls, where he later died of his injuries. Bloomfield Fire and Rescue assisted on scene. This has been a Nebraska News Update. I'm Jack Simpson reporting for Central Nebraska's news source.
From the Fox Sports Studios in Los Angeles, here's Eddie Garcia.
In Major League Baseball, the Brewers defeated the Dodgers 6-4 in a battle of division leaders. The NL Central leaders and the NL West leaders split their 4-game series. For the Dodgers, their lead in the division, though, is down to 2 games on San Diego and Arizona, both who were off on Thursday. Phillies beat the Nationals 13-3. 29-year-old rookie Weston Wilson hit for the cycle for the Phillies, the 10th in franchise history. Orioles beat the Red Sox 5-1. Baltimore moves back into a tie with the idle Yankees for first in the AL East, while Boston drops 2.5 back of idle Kansas City for the final wildcard spot in the AL. Braves were shut out by the Giants 6-0. The Mets blew a 5-0 lead, lose to the A's 7-6, so Atlanta remains 2 games up on the Mets for the last wildcard spot in the NL. Mariners lose to the Tigers 3-1. Seattle gets swept in the 3-game series and falls 3 games back of idle Houston in the AL West. Twins over the Rangers 5-2. Minnesota's 4 back of idle Cleveland in the AL Central.
Here's your weatherology forecast. I'm meteorologist Jennifer Wojcicki. A blend of clouds and sun today with a slight chance for isolated thunderstorms. Daytime highs approaching 86. Winds out of the west 5 to 10 miles per hour. Lows level off around 59. Tonight, mainly clear skies. Daytime highs approaching 84. Tomorrow, ample sunshine expected. From the Weatherology Weather Center, I'm staff meteorologist Jennifer Wojcicki.
They grow up so fast, and soon enough they're off to college. But as time goes by, the cost of tuition continues to rise. You know that college is important, but the expenses may seem out of reach. Edward Jones can help. I'm Edward Jones financial advisor Tim McCaslin.
And I'm Edward Jones financial advisor Janet Lawhorn. Let's work together to help you tackle growing college expenses. Call us at 308-872-6849 or visit edwardjones.com to schedule an appointment. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
58, sun is shining, winds light and variable, barometric pressure is rising at 30.05, humidity at 88%. High yesterday was 86 with an overnight low of a cool 54. Sunset today at 8:37, sunrise tomorrow morning at 6:50, 3/800ths precipitation measured so far this month. A question for our sports director, Brent Apperson, this morning. I could not believe this when I read it this morning, Brent. It shocked me. It alerted me. It made me wonder.
Okay.
I don't know if you've heard about this or not. The Major League Baseball higher-ups want to make a change in the rules for starting pitchers.
Okay. Yeah, I think I know where you're going with this. Go ahead.
Okay, for the
I think maybe I've heard this.
Yeah, for the listener out there, the rule change would force starting pitchers to throw 6 innings. Major League Baseball is considering this huge rule change that could really mess with the team's bullpen. It would force starting pitchers to throw at least 6 full innings. There would be a few ways to pull them off the mound, like if a pitcher got hurt, or threw more than 100 pitches, or allowed at least 4 earned runs. Then they could pull them. There's word the whole point of the rule would help restore the prestige of the starting pitcher and keep starters from getting the boot early. Okay, from a coach's point of view, you see the guy, he doesn't have the stuff that day. Starting pitchers, they come out and they don't throw the same every game. Some days their curveball is really breaking sharply. Some days it's hanging there. But if you have to watch them try to make their way through 6 innings when they don't have their stuff, that just doesn't seem like that's manageable baseball, does it?
I didn't know the part about the 4 earned runs. I had heard the idea of forcing a starting pitcher to go a minimum of 6 innings, and I heard maybe there was maybe a pitch count or something like that would allow you to come get him before that. The 4 earned runs I didn't know about. So when I first heard that rule and not knowing that part of it, I'm like, so if, like you said, if a guy is struggling and he gives up 5 runs in the first inning, he's forced to stay out there for 6 innings, or at least until he hits 100 pitches. Mm-hmm. I don't know about that. The other thing for me that it does, there's a lot of, if you watch a lot of baseball, lots of times you get to what teams will call a bullpen day. Mm-hmm. For their pitching. Their starting pitchers are maybe tired or whatever, so they're going to basically go to their bullpen, and that's when guys come out. Your starter only goes 2-3 innings, and the idea is, well, we're going to just throw 4 or 5 guys so that we can save our starting pitching. If you implement this rule, obviously that goes out the door, right?
Right.
That whole thinking or philosophy or process. So I don't know. I will say this. I do miss the old days where starting pitchers would go into the 7th, 8th inning or whatever. You don't see the complete games that we used to.
No, you don't.
Back in the day, I guess is the term that I will use. And so I guess I kind of, the game of baseball certainly has changed, and definitely the way managers handle pitching and are so quick sometimes to go to the bullpen. I kind of get the thing about, trying to bring back some of the prestige of, the starting pitcher. But if your starting pitcher is pitching good, he stays out there. Usually.
Yeah, they don't usually pull them when they're striking people out.
Yeah, so I don't know. I don't know. It's interesting to think about. To me, it's like, hey, that's the manager's decision.
Yeah.
On how they want to handle the staff, and I don't think you want this. To me, you would not want this rule if you got into the postseason.
I don't know.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I mean, boy, you get into the World Series and your guy is struggling, and the bases are loaded, but he's only given up 1 run at the time. You know what I'm saying?
But
so I don't know.
Brett, what
I'm against it.
It takes the strategy for the manager and handcuffs him. If, like you say, bases are loaded, he's been cruising along the first couple innings, but he's in trouble in this 3rd inning,
mm-hmm.
and he's got the bases loaded, and Aaron Judge is coming up to the plate.
Yeah.
And you're going, well, I'd like to put in another pitcher.
And the other idea of that is Aaron Judge is coming up, and Aaron Judge's career numbers against that pitcher is he has 6 home runs and is batting .455 against that particular pitcher.
Right.
Yeah, I don't think you should be able to handcuff the strategy of the manager to go make the change if they feel that is necessary.
There's always a lot of strategy.
My opinion.
And I think I agree with you. And I think a lot of times lefty on lefty, right on lefty, all of that goes away for at least 100 pitches.
Now, what I did like is the rule where if you bring someone in out of the bullpen, you just can't face one guy and then immediately go to somebody else. I like the idea. If you're going to bring someone in out of the bullpen, I didn't have a problem with that rule about they have to stay out there for so long. But the whole thing about forcing a starting pitcher to go a minimum of 6 innings,
or 100 pitches.
I don't. Yeah. I don't know.
A lot of times, if they're a type of pitcher, you have fastball pitchers that rely on the fastball. They typically don't throw as many pitches as a change-up pitcher or a guy with a lot of junk because they're kind of dabbling the corners a little bit and they don't always get the call. So all of that changes too. You know, you have different styles of pitchers, guys who have 5 different pitches and guys who maybe have 2 or 3 pitches that they can deliver. That would really change a lot of things there too. If fastball isn't working, but you got to leave him out there, and he's throwing this big fat fastball that's not having any spin on it and breaking inside or out. I mean, those guys don't throw fastballs like we think of fastballs straight. They all have movement on them. If they're on, they've got movement on those 100-mile-per-hour fastballs or 95. Most of them are throwing 90 to 95 anymore, which seems crazy. But, I mean, it just kind of changes a lot of things.
It does, and to me, I just don't think you can handcuff the strategy of a manager, especially when you're getting toward the end of the season. If you're in a pennant race and you're in the final week of the year,
right?
You know what I'm saying? And you get a situation in the 4th inning where you're like, oh boy, you know what? He's struggling with his location. We've got a guy coming up who statistically that pitcher does not have a good record with, but I've got a guy that I can go to in the bullpen that has struck this guy out the last 4 times he's faced him. You know, I just don't, because as we know, baseball can sometimes be decided in the 3rd inning. I know it sounds crazy, but sometimes the critical situations in a baseball game come early. And to handcuff the manager in the way you handle your pitching and strategizing, I don't know. I don't like the idea of it. I get the whole thing about wanting to try to bring a little bit more prestige back to the starting pitcher. But listen, if you're a good starting pitcher, you're going to have that prestige because
you're going to prove yourself.
You're going to prove yourself.
Yeah, I think that's part of it. And by the way, I know there's people out there going, "Hey, you guys, I'm not a baseball fan. This is just boring."
Yeah, right.
But there's so much to baseball. I know a lot of people say, "Well, it's so slow moving, and you know, I wouldn't mind watching it live to go see the Yankees and the Mets play one another just to be there, but I wouldn't typically watch a ball game." But then there's others who they love the little things in the game, and one of those little things, and it's really not so little, is managers sometimes win and lose ball games with their decisions on particular situations and who they start and when they pull that starter and who they put in against that batter that they haven't been having very good luck with, and they know all the numbers. There's just all kinds of information that's going during those games.
But if they were to implement the rule you're talking about, think about the salaries for starting pitchers.
That's already terrible.
I know, but I mean, my goodness, the salary would go up even higher, wouldn't it?
I would think so.
For starting pitching, if you have to go at least 6 innings.
And maybe I shouldn't have said terrible. If you're a pitcher, it's great, especially one who can start. And by the way, there are pitchers in the game who started their career as starters and then moved to the bullpen and vice versa. And so I don't know how that would affect that either. Once you were moved into a bullpen spot, would you ever get a chance to start again? I don't know. It's interesting, at least to us baseball fans.
Yes,
so we'll conclude that and tell you today at the Prairie Pioneer Center, they're having chicken salad, coleslaw, veggies, and fruit. Only on the breakfast show can we go to an in-depth sports talk into coleslaw and chicken salad, but we did it. The Prairie Pioneer Center offering that today for lunch. Call them at 872-6121 and let them know you're coming if you're not a regular customer. And you can also call that number and set up home delivery at that number. Again, that number is 872-6121.
Now, if you're a Cubs fan like me, usually the game's over by the 6th inning with the way we're playing right now. So, it's kind of a moot point in some situations.
Well, there are games, and have been quite a few earlier in the season this year, where people are ahead, like 12-4, and you thought it was over, and here they come back and tied it up and won the game. That's the beauty of baseball.
That is the beauty of it.
Brand new music from a... the name of the artist is Johnny Blue Skies. And that's his new name he's going under. And the song is called Mentee.
For C&M Auto, located south of Chandler's Honey off Highway 2 in Anselmo. C&M Auto.
Don't let falling behind on your spraying affect your yield. Now is the time to book fungicide and insecticide applications on corn and soybeans with Aero Aviation. Not only can you fight disease, but you can improve plant health at the same time, increasing yields. Easily control insects like grasshoppers, rootworms, beetles, and western bean cutworms with the help of Aero Aviation. Call Casey, Melissa, or Kim with Aero Aviation at 308-872-5113 to talk about your options.
The warm season is here. Feeling motivated to get some projects done? Your first stop should be Ansley Lumber and Supply. If you aren't as motivated as you'd like to be, when you see the quality products and materials they sell to put on your home, you'll be ready to go. Composite decking from TimberTech and Armadillo will stand the test of time. Pella and Marvin windows will keep the outside air out and the inside air in. Top it all with Tamco Titan XT roofing, tough like a roof should be. Metal is another option for your barn dominium, shop, or other roof as well. Ansley Lumber and Supply, downtown Ansley.
Did you just finish pulling weeds from your landscaping project, but unable to stand up straight to enjoy it? Team Physical Therapy can help. 872-5111. Did you slide into second, but unable to make it home due to a sprained ankle or pulled muscle? Call Team Physical Therapy, 872-5111. Team Physical Therapy is open at all locations in Broken Bow, Burwell, Gothenburg, and Callaway. So don't let that back, neck, shoulder, or leg pain limit you. Give Team Physical Therapy a call at 872-5111.
Dave and Brent.
You two guys.
The Get Up and Go Breakfast Show.
8:24. Good to have you along. We have some things we want to tell you about. Also, we're going to be giving away $75 cash today in our Thrive for 75 giveaway in honor of KCNI's birthday, 75 years old in September. And we're going to be giving away two $75 winners today. So $150 going to be given away today on the breakfast show before we close the show. And then we'll start our registrations back up again on Monday. And by the way, if you have qualified by winning $75, you're already in for the $750 and for a chance to win that beautiful grill from Ace Hardware. So big deal is get in, get your name in when we ask for registrations and hope that it's pulled and you win the $75, and then you're on your way to maybe $750 and the grill.
Yeah.
So, want to take a look at some of our live reads at this time. Nebraska State Bank is hiring. Apply now for full and part-time tellers. They're looking for candidates who are energetic, friendly, and outgoing, dependable, accurate, and a team player. Send your employment application to Betsy Smith at bsmith@nesb.bank. And for more information, you can go online to their website at www.nesb.bank/careers. This information is also available on Sandhills Express employment page. Nebraska State Bank and Trust is an equal opportunity employer, member FDIC.
The Nebraska State Rodeo Association will be holding their finals coming up in the month of September, and these will be held at the Dawson County Fairgrounds in Lexington. The dates are Friday, September 6th. That'll be First Responders and EMT Appreciation Night. Rodeo starting at 7, Calcutta following the rodeo, and the band Full Denim Jacket will perform from 9 to midnight. That's on Friday, September 6th. Then on Saturday, September 7th, it's College Football Fan Day. Steer roping at 9 o'clock in the morning. The rodeo will be in the afternoon that day at 3 o'clock. And then you can stick around and watch the Husker football game. September 7th, who would their opponent be? Oh, it would be Colorado.
Oh.
That'll be fun to watch. Husker football game and beer garden at 6:30 that evening, and then the Tyler Anthony Band will perform from 10 until 1. That's on Saturday, September 7th. And then the final day of the finals rodeo will be Sunday, September 8th. That's Military Appreciation Day. They'll start with Cowboy Church at 8 a.m., and then the rodeo performance on that Sunday will be at 1 o'clock. For tickets and more information, go to DawsonCountyFair.com. It is sponsored in part by Lexington Tourism. Again, the dates are Friday, September 6th, Saturday, September 7th, and Sunday, September 8th.
Brent, I've got a vacation plan for you. You deserve a vacation.
Thanks,
and
Dave.
I wanted to surprise you with this announcement today on the breakfast show.
Well, thanks. I'm excited. Where are you sending me?
North Korea.
Oh, wow. Okay.
North Korea's opened up for tourism after 5 years. And if you want to go to North Korea, would you like to go for Christmas or something like that? Tour companies announced on Wednesday that the country is opening up for international visitors this December after 5 years of pandemic hiatus. But it's only for one little city, So you'll only be able to go to one little city in North Korea.
Oh.
They've been trying to make it into a winter resort.
I see.
Not quite done yet, but I think by Christmas it will be, so you and Shelley can take in a little village in North Korea. Booking a flight is going to be difficult. Americans are banned from going to the country because of its danger. But I think we can maneuver through and get probably some very reasonable tickets for you and Shelley for a Christmas vacation.
Thanks, Dave.
Oh,
wow, you're such a good friend and neighbor.
I try. Here's Teddy.
summer sale time at Varney Pharmacy in Broken Bow. National and leader brands are available on the shelves for you, including multivitamins for women or men. Calcium and D3 Plus minerals are available, as well as Mega Red, a superior omega-3 krill oil soft gel in 40 or 60 count bottles. During the summer sale is also a great time to stock up on first aid and skincare items like Band-Aids, New Skin Liquid Bandage, Neosporin, and Triple Antibiotic Ointment. Visit Varney Pharmacy for the summer sale, happening now in downtown Broken Bow.
Well, I was just making a suggestion in the other room when I got a little coffee. I'm just mentioning...
Oh, in the sales room?
Yeah, in the sales room, just in passing. You know, this weekend it's yours truly's turn for weather duty, and you know, you said, "Hey, it's Friday," and then when you're on weather duty, you kind of have to stay close because of the weather, and that's okay. That's part of our job. But I thought, well, we could spread this around a little bit further. So I mentioned to Christy, I said, "You know what? I think we should add to the sales team's duties is taking a turn in rotation for covering the weather."
Amen to that. I'm all behind you on that. I think that'd be great.
Well,
because we're a team.
Yeah, we're a team.
You know, at the end of the day, we're not. Yeah, we're in a way we're individuals, but really here we're not individuals. We're all in it together. We're a team, and so I think doing what you have suggested, it just enhances that team aspect.
That's what I thought, but the answer I got,
yeah,
that's where I draw the line.
15% off anything orange this weekend. 1 Peter chapter 5, verse 7 says, "Give all your worries and cares to God, for He cares about you." Located 2 1/4 miles west of Myrna on Highway 92 and a half a mile north, The Secret Garden.
It's 8:39. All the things that are being discussed on and off the air today are fantastic. We're just really having a great time. This one here really blew me away, Brent.
Okay.
Let me get this.
What do you got?
Well, we have, I think, excellent court systems. Lucky to have the district court, judicial system here, county court, that is centered right here in Custer County. And there was a time we were maybe going to lose that when they were redistricting and doing all these different things. And we have a good court system here, and my wife and I talk about it quite a bit because Joan's been covering court along with Jeremy, and occasionally I'll step in and watch all of this take place. And there's a rhythm to it. There's just a lot of important discussions that take place in and around the actual court action. They have all this paperwork and documents and so forth. And so maybe in other places some judges get crabby, because in this case I got to think this judge was a little crabby. A teenager fell asleep in a Detroit courtroom. Fell asleep, woke up in jail clothes and handcuffs.
Oh, my.
Yes. And she was on a field trip with students to the 36th District Court when she dozed off. And the judge had her cuffed and even threatened her with time in juvenile detention. The judge says he wanted to scare her straight, but the court says that doesn't reflect their standards. I think he was trying to make a point.
Yeah, maybe he went a little too far.
Yes, he could have stopped the court proceedings and said, "Young lady, wake up. If you're not interested, leave the room."
Yeah.
Or something like that.
Yeah.
Instead, she woke up cuffed.
And that was that was where Detroit?
Yeah.
You said?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. I think they have enough people in prison in Detroit.
Yeah.
They're over full. Oh, well. Anyway. Here's one.
Interesting story, though.
Yeah.
Wow.
Back to baseball real quick, and we won't go on. We won't go on a long time about this, folks,
right.
again. But this one here is not only for baseball fans; it's people who like memorabilia, that sort of thing. Babe Ruth jersey may sell for as much as $30 million at auction. Got to be a huge baseball fan to drop $30 million on a dusty old uniform. But this is the jersey, they believe, from 1932 World Series when he
called his shot?
Called his shot.
Oh, wow.
So that's the jersey. They think it'll go for a minimum of $32 million. So.
Wow.
It's amazing what memories will, be worth, right?
Yes.
All right, Pizza Hut. You can make some memories with food from the Pizza Hut. A lot of times when you have pizza, you're having it with friends, family, gathered around the table, maybe out on the patio. And you don't have to fire up the grill and get all hot. You can just order up pizza. By the way, they have things like fries now and different options that you never thought Pizza Hut would offer. Of course, they have the hand-tossed pizzas that are really delicious. They have those on special often. They have other specials with the personal pan or with fries or wings. They have those wings, different choices there. So Pizza Hut's ready to go for you. The dining room is open. The restaurant is open. And they do delivery during the daytime now, Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. until 1 p.m. And all week long, they deliver from 5 p.m. until 10 p.m. So make sure you sign up for the Pizza Hut rewards for extra deals and savings and give them a call at
872-6472.
Thank you. I knew you would
just
remember
amazing.
that.
I know that phone number off the top of my head for some reason. The Callaway Good Life Center is looking for a dietary cook and dietary aide. Positions open immediately. Shifts would be Sunday, Monday through Friday, and Saturday shifts available. 6 to 2 and 2 to 8 are shift times. Possibility of part-time or full-time. Now, with part-time, you even get things like vacation and sick time, And then, of course, if you're hired full-time, you get full benefits such as health and life insurance, dental, vision, and accidental insurances, as well as a retirement plan are available. So stop by to apply. You'll find the Callaway Good Life Center in Callaway at 600 West Kimball Street. You can also find this full listing posted on sandhillsexpress.com. Just go to the employment page. If you'd like more information, you can call 836-2267. That's 836-2267. Again, the Callaway Good Life Center, looking for a dietary cook and dietary aide.
Good morning, this is Christy.
Oh, wow, what a nice good morning that was.
Yeah, you sound so cheery.
I know.
Wow.
It's Friday. It's Friday, right, Christy?
Yeah, Brett says it's Friday. He's all pumped up because it's Friday.
I know, me too.
Yeah, I suppose you are, yeah.
Yeah.
Hey,
it's Friday and I'm not on weather duty. Woo!
We're going to be drawing for $75 cash today in honor of KCNI's birthday.
Yes.
And we're going to do two $75 drawings today.
Oh, great.
So...
Can I help?
Yeah, would you? We're going to be doing that a little later on. Would you and Tina give us a hand?
Yes.
All right, we're going to do that in the 9 o'clock hour. Will you still be around, or will you be out selling?
I'll hang around, yeah.
You're not going to be out selling advertising?
No, I think I'm done for the week.
Oh well.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is one of the ladies who made it to the top 3 for Account Executive of the Year through the Nebraska Broadcasters Association, our own Christy Wells.
The sounds of Charlie Crockett, $10 Cowboy. He recently performed in, I believe, Omaha or Lincoln, just a couple weeks ago. Missed him again.
How old is Charlie Crockett? Do you know?
I don't know.
Like in his 30s?
Yeah, I'd guess that.
Yeah.
He's really making a name for himself all over the country, and he's got a really unique style, which we love here at KCNI, KBBN. You could play his music on either station. We have his songs on KBBN. Also, we like to play Chris Stapleton, and he's available on both stations for sure.
Oh, yeah. Stapleton's awfully good. He can do about anything.
He sure can. Well, Carmen can do just about anything in the kitchen out at the Tumbleweed with the great staff she has, and they are getting ready to do some exciting things. You may have heard or read about your friend teaming up with the Tumbleweed to throw some axes.
Yeah, they've got some really neat things going on out there, and I think those things will be revealed soon, I believe.
Well, it was in the city council story that Carmen was granted a liquor license, so they're going to have a little space there. I really don't know how much space, but it's going to be set aside for burgers and just a little place where you can stop and have a cold one and catch something to eat, and that'll be right next to or connected with the axe throwing. And I don't know for sure when that's going to start, but I know Carmen was waiting on the paperwork for the liquor license and to get all that approved, and I think that's been done. So be listening and watching out at the Tumbleweed, some brand new things coming up.
Yep, it'll be exciting and fun.
Plus, they have the express meals, the drive-through, from 11 a.m. until 2 p.m., and you can drive through and get a hamburger, cheeseburger, bacon cheeseburger, chicken sandwich, or chicken strip and fries. And you can also go ahead and order on the phone ahead for your orders and pick it up at the drive-through. And they're going to offer those express meals from 11 a.m. until 2 p.m. Monday through Friday, so you can catch those over the noon hour. But you can order any time that they're open. The kitchen is open for their menu items. And each Monday through Friday from 6 a.m. until 11 a.m., you'll find breakfast items like burritos, sandwiches, cinnamon rolls, biscuits, and gravy, and more. And their Wake and Bake Nook for a nice selection of casseroles to take home and pop in the oven. And you know what? Maybe you just don't feel like cooking, or you have some company coming in and you want to add a little something to your menu. What a great way to do that with those casseroles. And as the weather chills, we go into the fall season and winter season, they'll be stocking up, having those ready for you. And right now you can get them just if you're, maybe the family's gone or you're living alone and you want to kind of get those and have them on hand, so you can just pop them in the oven at 350 and enjoy them. That's available for you. Don't forget, though, the Tumbleweed still has the open dining at the cafe from 6 a.m. until 4 p.m., daily specials Monday through Friday, and the Sunday buffet every Sunday over the extended noon hour after church and so forth, located on East Highway 2 in Broken Bow. And Carmen is excited about some of the new things she'll be sharing with you very soon.
The Garden Center wants to remind you that there is still time to get your landscaping projects completed. Stop in and see the selection of perennials, trees, and shrubs that they have waiting for you. In fact, now is the best time to get them planted so the roots have time to get established and they will bloom bigger next spring. Also, while you're there, check out their new candle scents, house plants, pots, and potting soil. And don't forget to sit in their prairie patio furniture and find the best selection for your patio. It's heavy-duty furniture that is built to last. Mums are coming, so mark your calendars and get in there to see them at the Garden Center in Broken Bow. They're open now Monday through Friday, 10 to 5:30, open on Saturday from 10 to 2. Make sure you check them out on Facebook as well, the Garden Center in Broken Bow.
It's midnight. Banking time. Really? Well, yeah. I just got back from watching my son play the sport he loves 2.5 hours away. My family's asleep, and I have a little bit of quiet. Need to look at and sign our loan renewal? Done. Need to deposit a check? On it. Need to transfer some money to my daughter in college? Taken care of. Nebraska State Bank has the ability to make sure I can do my banking when it fits my schedule. So yeah, Midnight is banking time. My banking time.
Nebraska State Bank, Broken Bow, Callaway, Myrna. Member FDIC.
Right now, Stats are showing a record number of new customers entering the side-by-side market. These customers lead busy lives, value hard work and good fun, and depend on finding a reliable machine to do it all. Agland ATV would like to help you find the side-by-side that best fits your needs with the Polaris Ranger, General, Razor, or the new Expedition. Whether it's trail riding, checking cows, or hauling heavy loads around the farm, the sales team at Agland ATV has the best machine for you. Check out our inventory online or stop into Agland ATV in Broken Bow.
Always wear a helmet, never drink and ride.
Good morning, Captain.
Good morning, Captain.
You're listening to the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show.
Real quick at 8:55, want to thank the Highway Department and the Broken Bow Street Department.
Okay.
The paint is so appreciated on the highway. Where I can see the white lines on the edge of the road and the passing and no passings all bright and new in a lot of the areas out on the highway. And I got to tell you, as time goes by, it's harder to see at night or early in the morning on the way to work. And I really, really think it's great when those lines pop out at you. And I know they have to do it certain times of the year, and they only have so much time. But thank you very much. And your community, I'm sure they've been painting some parking stalls and so forth, which they have here in Broken Bow. And the turning lanes and the crosswalks are wonderfully bright. They've been spending a lot of time out there. And I just hope that now that we have the crosswalks nice and bright, that we'll use them and obey the law around them. Here's Lucinda Williams, and she has a rock and roll heart.
Nebraska.
CBS News Brief. An inmate serving life for murdering a child has been captured at a hotel in Kannapolis, North Carolina, 3 days after escaping from prison during the ride to a hospital. This woman works at the hotel.
Thank God that nothing happened, and that he didn't, try to harm anybody else. It's scary, but now thankful that nothing did happen.
The economy is the focus on the presidential campaign trail. Donald Trump blaming the Biden-Harris economy for rising prices.
Grocery prices have skyrocketed. Cereals are up 26%. Bread is up 24%. Butter is up 37%.
Kamala Harris will talk about her economic plans during a speech in Raleigh today. Hurricane Ernesto getting closer to Bermuda. CBS's Dave Malkoff is in Hamilton.
Hurricane warnings are now up. The airport will close later tonight before the worst of the hurricane arrives. We saw long lines there, people trying to get out.
CBS News Brief. I'm Deborah Rodriguez.
This is the famous footwear that makes us actually want to go back to school. With the newest styles from all your favorite brands, like Nike, Adidas, Crocs, Converse, New Balance, Birkenstock, and more. You'll find everything kids want, all at prices parents can appreciate. Because you don't have to overspend to make it famous. Famous Footwear even has fit experts in store to make sure you get the right size every time. So, for the perfect fit, make it famous. Plus, right now, buy one, get one half off when you shop your local Famous Footwear or famous.com. Some exclusions apply.
Family Talk with Straight Talk.
You give and you give. It's time to get with Straight Talk Wireless. You get a reliable 5G network and unlimited data, and you get to choose who joins your family plan starting as low as $25 a line. Does it have to be family? It can be family or people you like.
Get more lines and more savings. Switch to Straight Talk for family plans starting as low as $25 a line per month for 4 lines. Find us at Walmart and straighttalk.com. For network management practices, visit straighttalk.com. Family plan discount with 4 lines, all on the Silver Unlimited plan. Taxes and fees apply.
From the Fox Sports Studios in Los Angeles, here's Dan Byer.
Second week of the NFL preseason is underway. Eagles got a win over the Patriots on Thursday night, 14-13. But Drake May was the story as the New England rookie quarterback was 6 of 11 for 47 yards. Did have a TD run in the victory and playing about a half for the Patriots. Chargers head coach Jim Harbaugh told reporters on Thursday that Colin Kaepernick won't be coaching or playing for the Chargers this season. Harbaugh did reveal he's spoken to Kaepernick multiple times about being an assistant coach, including in previous seasons when Harbaugh was at Michigan. Steelers quarterback Russell Wilson will make his debut for his new team on Saturday night against the Bills. In baseball, the Orioles have pulled back even with the Yankees in the AL East, topping the Red Sox 5-1. Twins won against the Rangers 3-2. Minnesota's 4 back of Cleveland in the Central. Phillies are 7 up on the Braves after a 13-3 win against the Nationals. Second round of the FedEx St. Jude Classic is underway. As the day starts, Chris Kirk has the lead at 6 under par.
Here's your weatherology forecast. I'm meteorologist Jennifer Wojcicki. Sunshine mixed with clouds at times. Today, with daytime highs approaching 86. Winds out of the west, 5 to 10 miles per hour. Lows level off around 59. Tonight, mainly clear. Clear skies tomorrow, 84. Low 80s Sunday and Monday with a slight chance of thunderstorms Sunday. From the Weatherology Weather Center, I'm staff meteorologist Jennifer Wojcicki.
9:04, 67 degrees outside under a sunny sky. Wind's not a factor so far. Today's pretty nice morning out there. Folks, get out and enjoy it if you can. Take your radio, take your smartphone, take your device, and take us along. Because this radio show, this local morning show, is
award-winning.
Yes.
And that's actually true.
Yeah.
I had someone the other day stop me and say, hey, I just caught you guys saying something about award-winning show. Did you really win an award, or is this just you guys goofing off like you like to do sometimes?
Well, if my wife Joan is listening, Joan, maybe you could put together a story about the awards that we won. Jeremy Shipe did win a gold award for his news writing that he did when he was filling in and still filling in. And the Breakfast Show did win a bronze award for the best local morning show on radio in Nebraska.
Yeah.
And we are pretty proud of that. And as we said yesterday, we're not always as good as we should be about tooting our own horn, but with Fair, Sork, and the Broadcasters Convention right in the middle of SORC. We didn't get the stories written, or Jeremy didn't, and we didn't want Jeremy to write his own story. So I'm going to ask my wife, Joan, and I'll give her a bonus.
That's nice of you.
Yeah, I'll come up with something as an added incentive for Joan to maybe write a story about the awards that we won.
Yeah.
But we did.
We did, yes. And it was, it makes you feel good, and it was great being recognized in that way through the Nebraska Broadcasters Association.
I think if there was an award for a spirit shop in Nebraska, the Whiskey Barrel would be right up there.
There you go.
Maybe even a gold for the Whiskey Barrel for good, friendly service, prices that are fair, cleanest store in the county, if not all of Nebraska, well-kept, well-stocked, and just a good business that you can walk into to pick up your spirits and have a nice conversation with the staff and enjoy that experience. Now, a lot of times, when you go shopping for certain things in certain places, especially if you have to go to a larger place, I don't know about you folks, but I go, I'm not going to do it. I don't need that. I don't need it that bad, whatever it is. I just don't want to do it. But when you go into the Whiskey Barrel, you have not only the pleasure of picking up whatever you like, pop or spirits or whatever the case may be, wine, bubbly, but you also have a nice conversation while you're there and you enjoy your experience. And by the way, with purchase, you get free ice and Stan's advice at the Whiskey Barrel, open 7 days a week.
There you go.
They should be award-winning.
Absolutely.
All right. How are you doing on live reads?
We've got another one. We'll save that for a little bit later in the show here and let people know.
All right. Very good. Very good. We'll get kind of set up here pretty soon for our drawing of the two $75 winners.
Nice.
We'll be doing that. In the meantime, John Mayer and Wild Blue. What a nice, smooth sound. John Mayer and Wild Blue right here on the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show, which is
award-winning.
Hey, we want to thank our businesses who are making our video stream available to you folks out there who like to watch the show. Central Nebraska Warehouse and Storage, Culligan, Fairdoor Auto Parts, the Garden Center, and Prairie Patio Furniture, Hunter's Towing, Ideal Realty, Quality Senior Villages, Ross Electric and Hertique, Runza, V-Bar Trailer Sales, and the Custer County Foundation. You'll see their ads scrolling at the top of the page if you're watching the show. Thank you very much for that. Who would have thought years ago that we would be doing live video streaming of a morning show, but we are, and people support it, and lots of people watch and listen to it. So who's complaining? Not me.
Yeah.
Other than I do like the days where Jeremy says, you can't run video today. And you go, I can do radio. I can do radio.
I can be a radio guy again.
They can't see me. I can, make gestures and take my shirt off, do whatever I want.
Oh, my. But don't do that.
I won't.
Please.
I won't. All right. Shall we get the ladies lined up and get them in here for that drawing here in just a little bit?
Yeah, let's do it. Yeah.
Okay.
Our celebrity, or are they celebrities? Tina and Christy? I think they are.
Well, I think they are. We can tell you about awards. Tina has only been here for a while.
Yeah.
And we have a sales consultant we work with, and he works with, I don't know how many different stations, quite a bunch of different stations in Nebraska and Colorado, South Dakota, and I think maybe even down in Missouri. No, for Kansas for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, each month he sends out what he calls the six-pack, which names the top 6 salespeople in his group. And Tina, for no longer than she has been here, was the top of last month.
Great.
So she's award-winning.
So I was going to say, coming up on the award-winning Get Up and Go Breakfast Show, we will welcome into the studio our award-winning sales team.
Yes, because Christy, as you may know, won. She was nominated for Sales Executive of the Year here in Nebraska through the Nebraska Broadcasters. And there was only 3 people that were final nominees, and she received her Crystal Award at the Broadcasters Convention. She did not get first place, but she did get mention of the top 3 in the state. So she's award-winning as well.
Absolutely.
I don't even know how we can get up in the morning and get into our cars. Our heads are going to be so big.
I know, boy.
Yeah, we're really something, aren't we?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're something.
Yeah. All this talk, I have a feeling something will happen that will humble us sometime later in the day.
Yeah, in about 5 minutes probably, yeah. Jackson Brown, My Cleveland Heart, on the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. Brent?
Dave?
I don't know how we can all get in this room with the big heads we have right now.
Yeah. It's an award-winning crew.
Yes.
That's in the studio right now, baby.
It is. Thanks to all our folks out there, listeners and businesses who support us. We wouldn't be receiving awards if it wasn't for them. That's for sure. That's the fact, Jack.
It is.
Oh, Jack's in the other room. He hasn't won an award yet.
No.
Sorry.
Oh, boy.
Brent, I would like you to conduct this next function. We have our sales team here. We have a big red trash can from Ace Hardware full of entries from all the summer activities, right?
Yeah, I think...
why did you just put that in your mouth?
I'm sorry. I know. See, okay, now... I was in the mood for a Jolly Rancher candy.
Where did you find a Jolly Rancher?
Oh, Christy has them all. I'm serious. You should look at her desk. She has like 2 cups full of Jolly Rancher candy.
One.
Oh.
I just remodeled, so I have candy drawer and I have candy cup and yeah.
And I've been going back to the back room going, where's the candy?
Okay, Dave caught me. I have committed one of the ultimate no-nos when it comes to a radio announcer. I put a piece of candy in my mouth while I'm trying to talk, and that's kind of a no-no.
Yeah, that's not award-winning.
No, it's not. Before we went to our last break, I said something will happen very soon that will humble us, and Brent has humbled himself very quickly.
2 minutes.
So, but I think I've shared this story before. When I was in college, I was a freshman, and we had this class called Audio Techniques, and it was teaching you how to, be on the air and basically be a DJ and have a shift and all of that. And my instructor came in to critique and grade me.
Spit it out.
Yes. And so he sits down, and the first thing out of his mouth is, well, Brent, you have flunked. I am going to leave for a couple of minutes, and we'll see if you figure out what you've done wrong, and then I will come back in. And if you haven't figured it out, you'll get an F.
Yikes.
I was freaking out. I'm like, what? I couldn't figure out. I'm like, what? I was chewing gum.
That was it.
Seriously. Phew.
Well,
Fortunately, I ended up getting an A in the class. I'm happy to say.
Did you figure it out before he came back?
I did, but
obviously not. He put candy in his mouth.
well, now I'm a veteran, Tina. So I can get away with things like that.
There's days I can't talk without any candy in my mouth.
Yeah. Well, when I do a ball game, I'm usually, piece of candy or a cough drop or something. Otherwise, I can't, for some reason, mouth gets so dry you can't get through an entire ball game. So
I think since we're an award-winning breakfast show,
yes,
we can say, hey, Brent.
Yeah, Dave.
Who gives a rat's?
Yeah. Okay, so moving right along.
It's getting stuffy in here, guys.
I'm just thinking about people who are out there, maybe baling some hay and maybe like earlier talking about painting the streets, doing work in the sunshine, and we're going, well, we can't do our job without, making a mistake and putting gum in our mouth.
Oh, boy. So the next segment of the show is we're going to draw for our $75 weekly cash winners. And what we have is, as Dave mentioned, RTA's Hardware is one of our great sponsors who is helping us with everything for this promotion. And we have accumulated all of the registrations that we have taken during the course of the year so far and during this promotion. We've been at certain events. We were out at the Custer County Fair taking registrations. We've been at summer festivals. We've been taking registrations live on the air, and everybody has their name in this grouping of names, right? This is everything we have accumulated up to this point.
Correct.
So we're going to draw 2 winners out of the big pile of names.
Thank you, Brent.
You bet.
This drawing today is brought to you by Custer Public Power District. Chapin's Furniture, Callaway District Hospital with the Arnold and Callaway Medical Clinics, WinQuest Incorporated, and Bruning Bank. Thank you very much for that.
Yes.
I wasn't picking on you. As far as your gum story goes, I think it's a great story. I'm just thinking if I'm a fireman and I'm going, well, we can chew gum and put a fire out at the same time.
Right.
Tina, how you doing anyway?
I'm doing great.
Good. I think you got yourself a new spot there.
You kind of fit right here in this little hole in the wall.
Yeah. Okay. I just think we should draw and see who the $75 winners are.
Yeah, and we're going to draw 2 winners. Is that correct?
Yeah, today.
Okay. All right.
Okay, Tina, you go.
You don't want to go first?
No, you go first.
All right. Here is
I think we should have drum roll music.
Well. Drum roll.
Come on, Tina. We're running out of drum roll.
There you go, folks. Proof once again we are award-winning.
I mixed them good.
You did. Rex Sponel.
Hey, all right. Rex, right?
Rex Sponel.
Rex Sponel. Yeah. Rex, congratulations.
And it looks like he was a text or a call because it wasn't out in one of the forums when they're out at the festival. So it was one of those. Okay.
All right. Now winner number 2.
Bob Yancey.
Yay, Bob.
Yancey.
All right.
That would have been one that Jack probably took last weekend at Taylor.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
That's great. All right, there you go. 2 more winners.
Bob is my cousin. He's not eligible. I'm sorry, Bob.
Uh-oh.
Too closely related.
No, just kidding.
Okay.
All right.
So they win $75 cash, and they will be entered into our grand prize drawing where they could win up to $750 or that brand new, beautiful, and big Weber grill.
Right on.
What are we going to replace in the front entryway when that's gone? It's going to be so empty.
I know. That part I'm kind of looking forward to. That's a big grill.
It is a big grill.
Yeah, you put it out on your patio, and you're going to be able to cook up some steaks, some pork, some chicken, some veggies. What else? Fish. Could grill some fish. Smoke it.
You can put pizza on a grill like that.
Yeah. You have to get the deal to put the pizza on.
I've used just my Pampered Chef Stone before on the grill.
But, that's a nice idea.
Now, wait a minute. Do you sell Pampered Chef?
No, I don't. But it's specifically a Pampered Chef Stone.
Okay.
I've had it for probably 30 years.
Really?
Yeah. It's very seasoned.
Yeah, I bet that works good. Okay.
What's up for music now?
I have I have a business item.
For music, it's not 80s.
Come on.
Yeah,
Come
we
on,
could
Dave.
end it with a bang, the finale. I thought could be the 80s.
Well,
it is Madonna's birthday. How about you play a tune from Madonna to close the show?
How about you drill my tooth? Put a filling in.
Hey, one more business note to take care of. Our friends at Kincaid Brewing Company in Broken Bow are looking to hire line cooks, part-time or full-time. Says wage will be based on experience, starting at $16. You must be 16 years of age or older. Stop in and fill out an application or contact Corey, and you can email Corey at KORI@Kincaider.com or call 402-239-9873. 402-239-9873. Come work in a fun atmosphere with friendly people. Kincaider Brewing Company.
Ladies, has Brent invited you to the brat feed?
No.
At his place?
That's because I'm not having a party.
Do we just show up unannounced?
Why don't we just have a party, Brent, so we can get it over with? Let's just have a party.
At your place?
Yeah, at your... no, not at my...
He's got a nice big driveway. It can be like the garage can be used for preparing the food.
Don't you have a nice backyard, little backyard area?
I don't have much of a backyard. No.
Aren't you neighbors with Dave?
You know who has a very beautiful backyard? My neighbor, catty corner across the street. His name is David J. Burney.
Maybe we can grill at your house, walk across to Dave's.
I'm sorry, we have bees.
Well, we have too many mosquitoes.
Oh, do you?
Yes.
We have a flower garden, so we have a lot of bees, and I don't want to take a risk on being sued.
Yeah.
I mean, I can see Tina just going, I got stung, I got infection, and Dave's going to pay for this. No way, I'm not going there.
Just make a disclaimer. We have bees. And there you go.
Enter at your own risk.
Yeah. We also have grackles, and they're very aggressive. Just too many things in my yard that are dangerous. But over in your area, it seems more calm.
Anybody else in the area? I swear there's a rabbit I see in our yard.
Yeah, we
almost every day I see a rabbit. Are other people in town seeing a lot of rabbits, or is it just at my place?
No, I've seen them in our neighborhood.
Yeah.
I can pull into my garage and count probably 5 rabbits on my way in.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yes.
You got rabbits out there, Tina? Or...
Well, I don't see very many rabbits. I see a lot of turkeys. I actually stopped this morning and watched a mom and 8 babies cross the road. It was pretty cute.
Mm-hmm. That had to be sweet.
Yeah. Of course, you do have rattlesnakes out your way, too.
You do?
Yeah. But not by my house.
Oh, okay.
Probably a few less turkeys because of the rattlesnakes, because they probably eat maybe the eggs.
Well, it's the coyotes. The coyotes are eating the turkeys, and they come for my geese. And now I'm down to 1 goose.
Oh, my goodness.
Just 1 goose?
Just 1 goose.
That's singular. Yes, goose, not geese. So there's just 1 left.
Yeah.
Okay. I think we better end this show right now.
Yes.
It's sure been fun.
I hope they can't take our award away.
Yeah. We heard your show and decided,
We get a letter from the Nebraska broadcasters. Yeah, we were listening to your show the other day. Could we get that award back, please?
Yeah, you were stinking it up, We're going to take that award back. But we could go have another plaque made.
Yes.
Hang it on the wall. Thanks, guys.
Yep.
Appreciate it. Maybe some 80s on Tuesday of about 2027.
You're funny.
I'll write that down.
Yeah.
By the way, totally awesome 80s coming up at 10 o'clock on KBBN Radio.
Yeah. That'll be right
I
after
bet we'll hear
weather.
Madonna.
I bet you we will.